Alright y'all, so welcome back to another one. Alright, so today's video, obviously by the title, is going to be topics of lights for trapping, for hunting, whatever you want to call it. You know, I get a lot of questions on this every year. You know, what I prefer, what I use. Many of you guys know or don't know. I would say probably 70 to 75% of all my trapping is done in the dark, either before daylight or after daylight, you know, because I have to run stuff before work or after work, you know. So anyway, I get a lot of time in the dark, and over the years I have tried a variety of different lighting methods. Obviously, you know, sometimes I'm trapping out of my truck, sometimes I'm trapping on foot, sometimes I'm trapping out of the side-by-side. So, you know, it just kind of depends on the situation. But I've tried a bunch of different stuff over the years, and I thought I'd just kind of share with you what I've used and kind of what I've settled on, because I've actually used the same light now for the last 3 years. Been pretty happy with it. So anyway, I've got a lot of time invested in all these lights you see, and I've got them kind of strung out here. We'll kind of start from the far end there and just work our way over to what I currently use now. Real quick, y'all, if you like this video or get something out of it, do me a favor real quick, hit that thumbs up. It really does help me out, especially in the times right now we're in with YouTube and all their dealings. But anyway, so on the far end here, we'll kind of go, and this is a pretty budget-friendly system, but you can see this is an old light here. This is an old, a lot of people call these miner's lights. A lot of coon hunters use these, but you can tell how old this is. This is actually a 6-volt battery pack. Thing weighs, I don't know, a couple pounds at least. But I trapped with this for a lot of years. 6-volt battery pack. It's a yellow light, real yellow. It's not like the LEDs, you know, the white lighted now. But it's got a focus beam on it, and the battery pack lasts about an hour, maybe. So you were constantly turning it on and off, trying to not waste your battery. But I trapped with this for a lot of years. Like I said, this is kind of an old, antiquated, you know, outdated system. You can still buy it. This is a Nightlight brand. But yeah, kind of cool. You know, things I didn't like about this was it had a belt, so you always had to wear this on your belt, which is me, you guys know, a lot of times I trap with a tool belt on, so I don't have to carry a bunch of stuff in, so that got in the way. So after that, we'll move over here. So I upgraded then to, this is an old light as well, but you can see here, this is a LED light. Got a little battery pack here, you know, on, off, whatever. And you got to go through the whole run of you know, different settings. Worked great. I trapped a lot with this thing. Problem is, whenever it gets really cold, you're kind of stuck with this bump hat or hard hat. Makes it kind of inconvenient, you know. It's always falling off your head if you got a big stocking cap on or something. So anyway, used that for a long time. This is also a Nightlight brand. Actually, let me see. Oh, there's a date. There's a date I bought it. The guy wrote it in. 2012. 2012 is whenever I bought this one, so that's an oldie but a goodie. Still works, still use it every once in a while. Now a lot of people are under the assumption that, you know, you need this light, you need a big light, and to me that's just not the case. It's just something else to pack around. So I hear and see a lot of people trying to use big heavy pack lights like this. This is my coon hunting light actually, and I did try to wear it a little bit, but it's just too cumbersome. Kind of got away from that. You know, these are expensive anyway, and so beating them up on the trap line really wasn't that good for me. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, I'll move on to the lights that I currently use. Now, I understand, y'all, you can go to Walmart or dollar store or whatever, and you can buy a cheap headlamp. You know, it doesn't cost you that much, and you can go out and use it. And in my experience, here's the reasoning for going to this little better light. First off, what pisses me off more than anything about all these cheap lights is normally they've got a ton of different settings on them. You know, and you got to rifle through all the settings. You know, I don't have time for that. I don't want to have the strobe feature. I don't want to have to go through 9 different variables of light. I just want to hit one button, turn it on, and be done. You know, a lot of times whenever I'm running back and forth running and gunning, I'm turning this light on and off, you know, 100, 150 times in a day, you know. I mean, from one set to the next, getting in the truck, in and out, you know. So having to rifle through all that I'll pay more for a light that's simple. And that's what you guys are gonna see in these 3 lights here, is just the sheer simplicity of them. Now, I'll start off with this light here. So this is actually a Thrunite brand. I'll try to find links to all 3 of these, and I'll throw them down below if you guys want to check them out. And if you use that link, I'll get like 3 pennies or something too. So anyway, this is a Thrunite brand. This is a pretty simple light here. What drew me to this light is the fact that it has 1 button on it. It has 1 button. It's rechargeable through a USB, a micro USB. And the fact is, whenever you push the button, it comes on. Whenever you push the button again, it comes off. That's it. This thing here, the kind of the selling point is it's got this little rubber thing, and you can take and you can kind of use it as a flashlight, set it down, whatever, do whatever you want. Make it, you know, kind of take it off the headlamp if you were and just wanted to use it as just a flashlight. So that's kind of cool. It's got 3 different settings on it. You can actually rifle through and set whichever one you want to come on. But then, you know, it's just an on-off feature, and it is pretty bright. So that's a Thrunite brand. So now we'll get to the main ones here. So you guys will see a trend here. These are all Milwaukee lights. Now, like I said, I'm not associated with any of these companies. I do, however, work in the trades, and I'm around these tools every day. And you know, Milwaukee builds quality tools, and you know, I've seen that from all sides of it. So I will shout them out for that. So anyway, I've got 2 different versions here. Now both these are hard hat lamps. You can see this one, I actually had to scrub this one off because it was so muddy. But they're hard hat lamps. These things are built pretty dang beefy. You can throw them around, beat them up. They're pretty comfortable to wear. You know, they're designed to be wore all day basically. So this is just a 1-band strap here. This is like a 475 lumen light. I think this one here is 500 or 600. A little different style, as you can see here. This one's kind of got the whole light system set up in the front, and then this one here is more of a the low profile is what they actually call it. But you got your battery pack here and your headlight in the front. Kind of just depends on what you want to use. Both these fit great over top a regular ball cap or a stocking hat or whatever. And as you can see, simplistic. There's 2 buttons on these lights. That's what I like about them. You've got an on-off on this, and then you've got a mode button, and you can rifle through that. There's 3 or 4 modes on this. You know, normally with these strapping lights, I normally don't set these things on high because it'll kill your night vision. If you're jumping out of the truck, you don't want a super bright light. You're checking sets, making sets. You know, a lot of times you're working real close to yourself anyway, so you don't want to have a super bright light because it'll kill your night vision. You don't need that bright of a light, but you have it in these lights here. Now, like I said, this light here is the same way. 2 buttons. You've got on, off, and that's it. You don't have to scroll through the strobe and 17 different features. One cool thing about these Milwaukee lights, and this is kind of my biggest reasoning for going to them, is they're run on these battery packs here. You can take them out. They're also USB charged, so you can charge them right in the light. Now I carry these all the time. I carry them for camera equipment and stuff, but these are just portable battery packs. You can get them for, I don't know, $5, $6, $7. You know, whenever they put them on sale. But what's nice is, if I'm running in the morning, you can get a couple hours out of these. But if I know I'm running at night, I'll just have a battery pack in here. I can charge these things on the fly, in my truck, whatever. You know, and also if you get invested in this line, you can also buy multiple of these red lithium batteries. These red lithium batteries here, so you wouldn't even have to charge. You could just, you know, have you a couple, 3 or 4 in your glove box and just change them out. But anyway, like I said, these are the lights that I use. They're also the lights I take hunting with me. I've got a buddy that swears by this light as the best duck hunting light he's ever had. This thing actually has like a flood and a spotlight feature. So, and you can mix them together too, but for setting decoys, he said this is the best thing he's ever used. You know, the fact of them being red is also not a bad thing, you know, in any case, because you can find the thing. But yeah, anyway, they're pretty affordable really for a headlamp. Like I said, they're 3 years old. They're going strong. I would highly recommend them. One other light that I use a lot here, this is also a Milwaukee light. This is a flashlight, but there again, it uses the same battery charging here. This is a light that I typically have in my side-by-side of my truck, and if I'm checking sets out of my side-by-side along field edges and stuff, I won't take the time to turn on my headlamp, you know, so much. I'll do a drive-by, and this light here actually has a spot and a flood feature. You can see, you just kind of do that, but I'll have that light and I can just shine that. I'll look at the set. This is about a 700 lumen light, plenty bright for doing what I'm doing, but it's got a pretty spot feature on it, and I can check sets as I drive by, make sure trap's not snapped or anything, and it's just pretty convenient. Like I said, everything that I do trapping wise is geared for speed and efficiency, because I'm always running and gunning, and my lighting is no different. The way I set up with my lighting is no different. So anyway, guys, I hope some of you guys found this informative. I get a lot of questions every year regarding the lights that I use. These are not just strictly trapping lights. They're actually, you know, they're made for construction, but they work great for hunting, fishing, trapping, whatever. Anyway, it's what I use. It's what I've been using. Hope you guys found this video informative. Like I said, check the links down below. And if you wanna see what I got, actually see all the specs and all the fancy stuff. I'm not doing the whole unboxing review. I'm just telling you what I use, guys. That's all you're gonna get out of me. Okay, that's enough for today, y'all. Sign off here. We're getting close to season. You can see them yellow leaves in the background. We're getting close, y'all. Won't be just a few more weeks and we'll be on the line. So, as always, y'all, appreciate the view. We'll see you on the next one.